your host for Motorweek, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motorweek. We're glad to have you with us. When Kia first arrived in the U.S. in 1994, it did so with just a single inexpensive car that was sold only in several states out west. From those humble beginnings, Kia has now grown to nearly 600 dealers nationwide, become a part of Hyundai, and offers 6 distinct models. The latest Kia to hit the streets is a new minivan called Sedona. And unlike some import minivans, the Sedona looks very much like its U.S.-made rivals. But given the intense competition in our minivan market, can Kia haul away enough buyers? Well, it can if buyers keep an open mind and are prepared to shop features and value over brand names. We doubt that distinct styling will be a deciding issue, however. As we said, the long hood 2-box 2002 Kia Sedona looks very familiar, like a slightly smaller Ford Windstar. Indeed, the Sedona's 114.6-inch wheelbase and overall length of 194.1 inches fits right between extended people movers like Windstar and regular length minivans like the Dodge Caravan. Width is 4 inches less than Caravan, so Sedona is at home on more global roads. But the front-drive Sedona's engine bay is very American-oriented. The only drivetrain starts with a 3.5-liter dual-overhead cam V6. Borrowed from parent company Hyundai with Mitsubishi engine controls, it produces a healthy 195 horsepower and 218 pound-feet of torque. But that torque travels through one more gear than the competition, as a 5-speed electronically controlled transmission is standard. A gearbox that, along with that big V6, pulls the front-drive Sedona to 60 in a respectable 9.8 seconds. The quarter-mile ends in 17.4 seconds at 81 miles per hour. The V6 pulls strongly from a standing start, but flattens out quickly in the mid-range and top end. The 5-speed transmission shifts very slowly, but with a smoothness that most minivan drivers will like. They'll like the unibody chassis construction as well. It's very solid and rides on a well-tuned McPherson strut front and 5-link beam axle rear suspension. Combined, they give Sedona only moderate front plow and smoother side-to-side weight transfers than many competitors. Those soft springs mean that there's still plenty of that old minivan body roll. And also, like most rivals, the engine speed-sensitive power steering is slow, safe, and lacks feel. Braking is by front disc and rear drums. With the optional ABS, our test van stopped from 60 in an average distance of 132 feet. Again, acceptable for its class. There is a fair bit of nosedive from those soft springs, but stability and pedal feel are very good. Out in the real world of supermarkets and soccer games, the Sedona delivers a smooth, well-connected ride. We judge power quite good for passing and entering crowded interstates. This is Kia's stiffest platform yet and feels as rigid as any competitor and almost as economical. EPA fuel mileage estimates are a little low at 15 city and 20 highway, but our average of 19 miles per gallon is typical for its species. But there's more to a minivan than just driving. Accommodations are even more important. The 7-passenger LX includes front and rear AC, cruise, and power windows and locks. Our EX test van had a dabble of wood grain trim on its handsome dash. The center stack includes the gear shift, a nice change from the column shifter in most competitors. Overall fit and finish were very good and way ahead of past Kias. The EX's front bucket seats were covered in available leather, sporting 8-way power adjustments for the driver and 4-way power for the front passenger. The analog gauges are large and clear, as are the controls for our EX's standard AM/FM CD sound system and the idiot-proof heat and ventilation controls. We like the fact that the EX's second-row captain's chairs offer fore and aft movement, although leg and headroom were still tight for 6-footers. On the other hand, legroom is fine for the rather flat third seat. Both the second and third row seats fold easily and are a snap to remove if you need a maximum of cargo space. Maximum meaning 127.5 cubic feet. Pull just the third row and there's 70.6 cubic feet available. And with all seats in, a very usable 21.8 cubic feet. The Sedona's narrower posture puts these numbers slightly below competitors. But there is a big rear hatch and standard dual sliding doors. However, don't look for power assist. Muscle power is still needed here. Storage for much smaller items includes dual glove boxes and a lockable bin under the front passenger seat, plus up to 10 cup holders. Granted, you'll need more than $10 to put a Sedona in your garage, but the base price of the Sedona LX is only $19,590, $21,590 for the very well-equipped EX. Add leather and ABS, and the total comes to only $23,035. That's nearly $1,000 less than a base Honda Odyssey LX. And then there's Kia's 10-year powertrain warranty. So even with a few rough edges, we found this people mover most appealing. The 2002 Kia Sedona is not just a good illustration of how far this spunky Korean carmaker has come. The Sedona is also a good vehicle and a good buy by any company standards. But will it haul away enough buyers to make Kia a permanent American family fixture at schools, the mall, and theme parks? We say yes.